Hi guys, I'm Legendary Amaris, and on this video, I'll be sharing some tips on how to easily finish the new instant dungeon, the Secret Pyramid. It will have 20 stages, and each stage has a unique kind of gameplay, from traps to killing mobs while avoiding traps, and many more. This dungeon is for players who are level 230 above, although the admins have announced that there will be another version on this for level 190 and above. When you enter the dungeon, it is advisable to have your scamper shoes ready, especially during trap stages. Also, if you're wealthy on costumes and blessed paper, it would be very helpful if you could add movement speed to one or some of your parts. The most important thing to bring with you is gold. You may be forced to retry multiple times, and you need to make sure you have enough. It may only take a couple of thousands of gold every retry, but bring at least 1,000,000. Nobody likes someone ruining their dungeon run if they don't have enough gold for a retry fee. Having a shaman on your party is very important, as you will die a lot on this run. Also, having high damage and death will definitely give your party a high chance of finishing the dungeon. So far, I have seen 3 limitations while you are inside the dungeon. The first one is that you cannot summon your pet. The only thing that can save you is your shaman, high death, and high HP, as well as the lunchbox that you'll be buying at the first stage. The second limitation is that there are stages where you cannot be resurrected by your shaman when you die. This is mostly on the stages with traps you need to pass through. And for the third limitation, you cannot use your skills on the stages with traps as well. What I would suggest is, if you came from a stage where you can use your skills, make sure to ask for Purify or MH as well as other buffs to prepare you for the next stage. If you notice other limitations inside the dungeon, please do leave a comment for other players to see. Welcome to the Secret Pyramid. Once you have entered the first stage, make sure to get your MP, SP, recovery lunchbox from the NPC, and don't forget to activate it from your inventory. The first stage is very simple. For 2 minutes, you need to kill 20 mobs. On stage 2, traps starts to appear. One trap you need to avoid in this dungeon are these time bombs. If you get near one, you'll die. And remember, some stages you can't be resurrected, so be careful around these bombs. Also, on the second batch, the dogs or mobs will push you, so make sure there are no bombs behind you. On the third stage, you have 3 objectives. Avoid the big wheels, kill 30 mobs, and do not hit the robot, because if you do, you'll instantly die. You can lure the mobs away from the robot, especially if you have AoE skills. The mobs will respawn, so half of your party members can kill the mobs on the other side. Members without AoE skills can kill the mobs near the robot. If most party members have AoE skills, just be careful. On stage 4, this will have more traps you need to avoid while killing the mobs. First, avoid the big wheels. Then on the first batch, you will have 2 slow alternate moving purple wheels. Second batch will have 1 yellow wheel that moves faster and will move in a square pattern. The third batch will have a blue wheel that will move in a V pattern. For the last mob, you will have to get past these traps for you to kill it. On stage 5, you can do it the easy way or the hard way. The trick here is positioning yourself in the middle of these time bombs and run straight through. This will save you time and impress your teammates. Once you get to the metal wheels, do not run. Wait for the first wheel to stop on the right side. Wait for it to move to the left. Then you can carefully walk to finish the stage. For stage 5, you'll have to get past these time bombs. A detailed pattern with 2 paths will be on the right side of the screen. Once you have reached the end of the bomb maze, stop running. There will be a dog similar to the one at the Forbidden Tower, and if you run, it will chase you. So you can either walk past the dog and the wheels, or have a skilled runner to lure the dog away so that the other members can run. Stage 6 is where you will think that it's easy because you will just kill 30 mobs in 2 minutes. But what you didn't know is there are wheels slowly coming towards you from the other end. This is where your high attack and fast skill casting will be put to test. The wheels won't stop nor go back, so you need to be fast on killing those mobs. Please watch your back when you enter stage 7. Be careful not to move when you enter this stage because there will be wheels behind you. And no, this is not just like stage 6. You will have to turn your view on where the wheels on the entrance was while killing the mobs. When you see the first set of wheels coming, move to the far right side. Then when you see the next set of wheels coming, move to the far left side. For the third set, move to the right slightly where you see the opening, and so on and so forth if you have low damage and unable to kill the mob that fast. A diagram of the set of wheels and where you need to be standing is on the right side of the screen. On stage 8, this will be a combination of killing mobs and avoiding the death wheels. On the first batch, there will be 2 wheels on both sides and they are moving in a vertical rectangle pattern. Before you go to the next batch, be careful of the 2 metal wheels. You may stop in between the 2 and prepare to run because there's a blue wheel moving in a horizontal rectangle pattern. Once you're able to get through, you may kill the next mobs. Be sure to kill all 35 mobs. To easily finish stage 9, wait for the yellow wheels to go left, run between the purple and the yellow wheels. When the blue wheels go right, carefully run towards the space by the time bombs. Carefully walk in between the time bombs and continue straight through. At this part, don't copy what Elite did and just go straight through the middle of the time bombs. Stage 9 is a trial and error just like some other trap stages, because if you or another teammate die, the wheels are going to have a different sequence. First, wait for the yellow wheels to go to the left side, run in the middle of the slow purple and yellow wheels. As soon as the blue wheels go to the left side, go to the right avoiding the blue wheels. Wait for the yellow wheels to go to the left so you can run straight towards the big wheel. Wait for the big wheels to go to the right side and follow the 2 wheels going upward. Then go to the right side. Wait for the blue and yellow wheels to go to the left and run to your finish line. If you have confidence and think you can copy what Yoga Master has done here, then you need to go first as soon as the time starts. You cannot waste any time and you need to keep going. On stage 10, there is again an NPC where you can buy the lunchbox because you will be killing your first boss. Now, there are 3 bosses in this stage, one on the right, one in the middle, and one on the left. On the left boss, I don't think there's anything special about it aside from the slow-moving wheel around you. What we did here is have someone tank the boss. Meanwhile, the right boss can actually pull you towards him and throw dirt on your screen, just like that one shaper skill. As for this middle boss, it will let out a skill that stuns the whole party every time it slams the ground. If your skills are ranged, you may hit from the side, but you have to watch out for the incoming purple wheel. This boss seems tanky, but only because you are getting stunned, hence delaying the time you get to kill the boss faster, just like the other bosses. On stage 11, this is where you kill 23 mobs. There are 3 sets of wheels and the middle wheels will move up and down slowly, but the 2 sets of blue wheels will move in a reverse upside down pattern, alternately. Moving your screen around to see when the wheels are coming will be very helpful. The wheels will be everywhere if you or your party members get hit by them, so be careful. Once you get past the first batch, there are still more ahead. Just avoid the wheels while killing the remaining mobs to proceed to the next stage. On stage 12, it will ask you to kill 13 tanky mobs, and as a surprise, a number of wheels will be coming towards you. There will be no openings, nor it will stop behind the mobs. You need to go all the way back to the entrance. The wheels will stop, and once it goes back, you may continue killing the mobs again. On stage 13, avoid the 2 metal wheels, and without hesitation, run across the set of wheels. Once you have reached the part where the dogs are, stop running and go to the left side near the dogs. Wait for the yellow and blue wheels to go to the right, walk straight, and once you see the yellow wheels go right, continue walking. Wait for the metal wheel to fully go to the right and the blue wheels to go to the right, and stop. Wait for the big wheel to go to the right, and continue straight walking to your finish line. Stage 14 is actually easier than it looks. Don't get intimidated with all those wheels. Get inside, kill the first mob, but be aware of 2 robots that will come out. Once they appear, you have 2 seconds to run out of the way of the wheels and wait for it to open again. After you have killed the first mob, you will then encounter the remaining 2 mobs standing on the opposite sides. Be careful of the slow-moving wheels on each side. On stage 15, there will be yellow wheels that you need to find the right timing for you to get across. Once you get past those, be careful of the incoming small wheels on either the right side or the left side. The only way to survive in here is that the smaller wheels and the big wheels will move on the opposite direction, and the big wheels will move slower than the small wheels. Just be sure to kill 12 mobs while avoiding those wheels. On stage 16, there are 2 ways to complete this, but on this video, I will show you our own way. One of our members will stay behind and let 1 or 2 wheels be removed from the box while the rest of us will walk along with the yellow box. Once it passes by the blue wheels, we will then go out of the box and wait for the yellow box to return. Once it arrives, we will go back inside, pass through the blue wheels, go out, then run towards the 3rd set of blue wheels. By the way, you can finish the stage without copying what we did. You can just stay inside and just move along with the box. Again, once it arrives, go back inside, carefully pass through the blue wheels, then go out again. Once the yellow box arrives, you can actually go in, but be careful of the broken wheels. It will go back 2 times, and on the 3rd time, it will go straight through. Remember our little trick from stage 5? You can do that here too. This time, go to the far right side, wait for the yellow and metal wheels to move out of the way, stand in the middle of this space between the time bombs, and run straight through. Again, you can see this big space in between these bumps. Position yourself and run straight. Stage 18 has a set of wheels that will activate if you don't fast kill the mob. In this video, we were able to kill the mob before the wheels activate, which I believe starts at 0140. Stage 19 is probably the hardest stage, but make sure you have your scamper on. Once the timer starts, go to the right side, and since there's a dog, make sure not to run. Wait for the metal wheel to go to the left side, and the blue wheels to move upward. Continue moving forward without running because there's a second dog waiting for you in the middle. You will see 4 wheels cross diagonally to your left, but keep moving carefully. Once you see the blue wheels on the upper left go down and go right, run to the far left side passing by the set of metal wheels and stopping on the middle space. Once the big set of wheels go to the left side, run to the right, and the last big metal wheels will be moving to the right side slowly, and that's your chance to run to your finish line. Stage 20 is the last stage, and this is where you will kill 5 forms of the boss. First, let the tanker lure the boss to the corner, and since there is a wheel that will pass through the boss, the shaman needs to pay attention as she needs to use bubbles at the right time. Once the boss dies, it will drop some level 280, ancient, and legendary vicious set, weapon costumes, or delta robot parts. And that's the end of my tips for you when you decide to enter the dungeon. If I may have said anything that is wrong or you have a better tip, please do leave a comment down below and it will be highly appreciated by us as well as for the other players. If you have any other questions, please do leave a comment and we'll answer them as soon as we can. Thank you for watching, student leaders.